Hello internet friends, Napyet here with an update on the YouTube channel for 2023. I've done a video like this a few months ago talking about my shift in focus, and I thought I'd update people on how that's been going. Good news is it's been going really well so far. We are heading towards 10,000 subscribers. Never been there and never been making such good progress over the course of me doing this YouTube channel. I think it's mainly due to a shift in focus in terms of doing reviews of games more broadly. I talked about the fact that in the past on this channel what I've done is locked into one or two specific games, and my desire to shift things so that I am talking about more games, and you can see that kind of happening now. My playlist of reviews is starting to grow. We've been at it on and off for about 2 years now, and I think I'm getting better at the reviews and zeroing in on the points I want to make and making them deep, interesting videos. I did one about Oblivion last weekend, and I talked at the end of that about trying to spend more time digging into the game, just playing, rather than thinking I need to get around to the review quickly. No, spend time actually playing these games properly. And yeah, it seems to be going well. So thank you to all those people who have subscribed. The XCOM video did specifically very well, 25,000 views at time of recording, which is very good for my channel. It's not the most ever on my channel, but it is steady growth, and you can see the subscribers coming in. I did a couple of videos as a follow-up to that, guides, because I do know a fair amount about that game, so I can do a beginner's guide and maybe an advanced guide as well, so I put those up. But going back to my point about not wanting to get pigeonholed and stuck in a niche, I ended it there. You know, conventional wisdom would say on YouTube, well, you've got a video there that's doing really well, people watch the review, then they watch your tutorials. That's what YouTube wants. It wants you to get people in with one video and then get them to watch more of your videos. Just keep creating those tutorials. The problem is that if I keep doing that, then I become an XCOM channel, and I know this for a fact. It has happened to me on YouTube before. I did it with Skyrim and I became a Skyrim channel. I did it with Star Wars Galaxies. I became a Star Wars Galaxies channel. So even though conventional wisdom would tell you keep doing XCOM videos, I am going to stop there for now. I might come back and do I'll definitely talk about XCOM 3 when that comes out, but I'm deliberately trying to stop the algorithm pigeonholing me as an XCOM channel, and because I've experienced it before. But I did want to say welcome to all those people who have subscribed. The idea is then, I suppose, that people might find you based upon watching one of your reviews that is about a game that they're interested in, and then they get to know your personality. Maybe they like what you say or don't like what you say. That's less important. They just kind of get to know you, and maybe they start to think, I wonder what else this guy's got to say about other games, and keeping it very specifically about a broad scope of games. And also very specifically reviews. I do some talking heads and talking points. They seem to do less well, I think, mainly because maybe my topics are not particularly of interest to people. Like I did one which was like why we play games. Well, that's an interesting topic to me, what motivates us to play them. But I don't think it's something that people search very much on YouTube. Why am I playing games? So the search algorithm doesn't help, and basically, I mean, it could be just the fact that whatever I've got to say is not that much of a hot take, or it's not interesting, it's not funny. It could be any number of factors, but those don't seem to do so well. But I do enjoy doing them. I'm going to keep doing them. The search is really the thing that is that I am targeting. Again, all the experts say you need to get a viral video out there. You need to get some recommended. You need to get YouTube starting to recommend your videos. The only problem with that is, how do you do that? How do you create a viral video? They are viral for a reason. No one expects them to go viral. There are some people who try to engineer them, but generally speaking, it happens organically. Very hard to engineer. Recommended, how to get YouTube to recommend. Well, I don't know what YouTube wants to recommend. I can make it about current topics and trending topics, but I've never really liked that. I've never really liked chasing trends and chasing memes. It just feels empty, hollow to me. So I want to do stuff that is of substance and that is about games. It's a gaming channel. One of the people that inspired me the most to start doing videos on YouTube was TotalBiscuit, who sadly passed away now. It seems to me that there are less and less people who are just playing games and talking in depth about their opinion of those games. And I kind of like that. I liked his style. I liked what he had to say. He was a lot more of a, I wouldn't say a judgmental person, but he could be quite harsh. I'm a softer, more mellow person, but I still have opinions about games, and so that's what I want to do. So that's why you don't see my face in the videos. You just see me talking and playing the game. You hear my voice and you see me playing the game, a little bit like it's almost like a podcast with a video going on in the background. And I remember TotalBiscuit talking about that, the kind of thing of doing these videos, but people not realizing this is basically just a podcast and there's footage of the video in the background. That's kind of what I want to go for. I've always enjoyed watching those kinds of videos. One thing that I am trying to find a way into is talking more critically about games. What tends to happen for me is that I get inspired to make a video when I really enjoy a game. If I play a game and I'm not enjoying it and I have criticism of it, harsh criticism, I'm thinking about things that just turn out to be trash. I don't want to spend a lot of time telling people something is trash. It just doesn't fit with my personality, but also you kind of covered, the bases are covered with that already on Steam. The user reviews tell you straight away if something is a piece of shovelware, if something is a piece of trash. So I don't want to spend half an hour telling people to avoid this game because it's trash, because they already know. The information is readily there. It's on the right hand side of the game on Steam. If you're buying your games on Steam and you're a PC gamer, that's where I'm primarily focused. So I would rather spend time telling people about games that I've enjoyed and that are a little bit older. One of the things that I am going to do is probably not focus too much on the new hotness. So Baldur's Gate 3 is coming up, Starfield is coming up. I'll do some talking heads, and I'll probably end up doing a review of those games anyway. I won't be able to stop myself. But in terms of the broad content of what's going to be coming on the channel, they will tend to be older games. Oblivion is a long one. I tend to go for these long, in-depth games, 60-plus hour games, and those take time to play. So I'm playing through them, but they all tend to be a little bit older. So the angle that I've been coming at is the same angle that I am approaching it, which is basically some of these games that I may have missed, are they still worth playing in 2023? And say whether they are or they aren't. I've been lucky so far in that most of them I would say are. Star Control would be one that I had some criticism about. It's a buggy, still very buggy, and I say that in the video. So I'm not shy about saying, if I had a bad experience, I will tell you if I've had a bad experience. But generally speaking, these are games I've wanted to play in the past and never did. Are they still worth playing in 2023? And people seem to be appreciating that and liking it. My mileage is varying in terms of the YouTube search algorithm. It is driven by whether people are interested in a game. So some of the more high profile games like XCOM 2 seem to get more views than something that, like, say, Stalker, Shadow of Chernobyl, which I did a I enjoyed playing very much and had a very positive take on that and put that up, but I don't think a lot of people are searching for that at this moment. So for whatever reason that video didn't do so well. I think I've got to get ready for the fact that sometimes I can put a lot of effort into a review. I can play a game for 60 hours plus and it barely crests 1,000 views. It's par for the course, I guess. If I'm focusing on the search algorithm, it's what people are interested in, it's what they click on. Try and get the thumbnails correct and stuff like that, all the technical stuff to do with YouTube. But it feels good to have a focus. It feels good to be moving forward with this YouTube gaming channel as we head towards 10,000 views. Would like to get there this year if possible, and really start to grow it. I've not known how to move forward for quite a long time. I've been treading water and I seem to have found a way forward, so I'm very positive about that. So I guess if you're watching this video, then you have watched one of those reviews, or you may have found some of the older videos. People still are coming for Star Wars Galaxies and finding the tutorials helpful, and I'm glad for that as well. And people even find the old Skyrim videos occasionally. And that silly one that I did where I do a silly Khajiit voice all the way through. I've thought so many times about taking it down because it's kind of embarrassing, but sod it. That's what I did. It's silly. I'll leave it there for posterity's sake, how stupid I can be. Please do support me and let people know about the channel. Help me get to 10,000 views. Like I say, actually, I have been doing this YouTube for about 10 years at this stage. So if we get to 10,000 views after 10 years of doing YouTube video content and video game content, then that would be nicely kind of appropriate. There's a lot of luck involved. There's a lot of chance. There's a lot of hard work. It is hard work to do it, and you've got to be consistent. So I'm just going to be consistently making those video reviews. At the moment, I'm playing Pillars of Eternity, and I'm about 40 hours into that. Never played that game. A lot of these reviews, I say at the beginning, this is one that I started and then bounced off for whatever reason. So this playthrough is my opportunity to go through it and see why did you bounce off? Is it worth playing? Pillars of Eternity is a mixed bag for me so far. I'll save most of my opinions for the review, but it has some good points and some bad points, but I'll cover them. And one thing I'm not going to do is rush those reviews and take my time in the editing and the recording. And if the recording isn't right, re-record it. So the one I just did about Oblivion, I did it when I had a cold, and you may be able to tell in the Oblivion review that I've still got a cold in that one, but it's not quite as bad. So that was the second recording for that one, but I wanted to get it done, but I was getting over a cold. So yeah, try and re-record if it's not correct and get the footage in the background correct. I'll stop taking up so much of your time. Thank you for your support. I really do appreciate it. Old viewers and new viewers all are welcome on the channel. Let's see if we can get to 10,000 and beyond, maybe. Who knows? Thank you for watching. I've been Napyet. Watch some more videos, and I'll see you next time.